7. Do you read me? Hello, Recovery 7. Do you read me?
Hello, Space Control. This is Recovery 7. Will you clear us for re-entry?
Charlie, this is Ralph Cornish. You are back at Space Control. Open the capsule.
We are not cleared for re-entry.
Charlie, you're back at Space Control. What's wrong? Open the hatch.
Hello, Space Control. This is Recovery 7. Will you clear us for re-entry?
Let me try. Hello, Van Leyden. What is the capital of Australia?
We are not cleared for re-entry.
How many beams make 5?
Hello, Space Control. This is Recovery 7. Will you clear us for re-entry?
Van Leyden.
We are not cleared for re-entry.
Right, cut it open.
We were talking to Van Leyden.
Liz, try them again.
Hello, Recovery 7. Do you read me?
Hello, Space Control. This is Recovery 7. Will you clear us for re-entry?
Well, well, well. A tape recording.
Triggered off by our speech.
Then where are the astronauts?
Well, someone wanted us to believe they were still inside there. That tape recorder is not a standard part of their equipment, is it?
No, of course not.
And then somebody put it there, didn't they?
Why?
To delay us opening the capsule.
Why should they want to do that?
Well, to gain time. I suppose the astronauts were still in there when it landed. And later they were removed.
No, that's impossible. This capsule's being guarded all the time. And you two were here.
Except when your men turned us out for that security check.
What?
They sent us back to the control room while they searched the area.
I take it you didn't order this?
No, I didn't.
Well, there you are then. The bogus patrol turns up, clears the area, and removes the astronauts at their leisure.
Who would want to kidnap 3 astronauts?
It's perhaps the same people who replied to that message.
I'll have a word with my guard, Commander.
Yes, I'll come with you.
Doctor!
Yes? What is it?
The Geiger counter, it's on maximum. The interior's radioactive. If anyone was in there, they're as good as dead.
2 million Reds. Scientifically, they should be dead.
But they're not.
When we tried to remove their helmets, they resisted violently.
I told you not to remove their protective clothing.
General Carrington, these men have received massive doses of radiation. They need total blood transfusions immediately. They need antibiotics, cortisone injections. You don't understand the situation. We must reduce the radiation.
You must increase it.
Are you mad? That would be murder.
The radiation which affects these men is something totally new to us. To survive it, they have become dependent on it.
What you're saying is contrary to everything that's understood about radioactivity.
You must feed them radiation. Otherwise, they will die.
No, no, no.
You can't ask me to do that. I am not asking you.
I don't think you can sweep all this under the ministry carpet, Sir James. Someone in authority has done this.
The astronauts were in your charge, Brigadier.
They were taken from the Space Center by 2 Army officers.
Obviously imposters.
The papers of authorization were genuine. Their passes were made out in the names of 2 non-existent officers. They had a platoon and an Army vehicle of the latest design. Not the sort of thing you buy from an Army surplus store.
You've been very thorough, Brigadier. It's a pity you've no explanation to offer for these strange occurrences.
We haven't come here to offer explanations, Sir James. We've come to demand them from you.
All right.
You mean you're going to tell us the truth?
No.
Oh.
But I'm going to introduce you to the man who can. Will you come in, please? General Carrington, head of the newly formed Space Security Department.
Space security? Weren't you an astronaut on Mars Probe 6?
Yes, I was. Please sit down, Brigadier. I realize I owe you all an apology. I can only ask you to believe that everything I have done has been for the good of us all.
Does that include sending coded messages to Mars Probe 7? And kidnapping 3 astronauts?
And Dr. Bruno Tatalian holding a gun on us in the computer room?
Tatalian was under strict orders to make sure you didn't have access to the computer. You see, every astronaut is issued with an emergency code, only to be used in the ultimate emergency. The code you've been trying to crack. The message we received from Mars Probe 7 told us that the deep space capsule had passed through a hitherto unsuspected high-density radiation belt on its way back to Earth orbit.
Why didn't you inform Space Control at once?
Security.
Then why wasn't I informed, sir?
UNIT is an international organization, and the government wanted to keep this in its own hands.
But why all this extraordinary behavior? Well, surely radiation is a normal hazard of space travel.
We believe this radiation to be a different kind. We believe it to be self-sustaining and highly contagious, and that it could spread like a plague, contaminating the entire planet.
We don't want the public to become panic-stricken.
Well, seems to have been a question of the right hand fighting the left, doesn't it, Brigadier?
Good. Well, I hope this explanation has eased your minds, gentlemen.
Well, it hasn't eased mine.
I'm sorry?
I should like to take a look at these mysteriously radiated astronauts for myself, if I may.
There's no need for that. They're in expert hands.
Nevertheless, I would still like to see them.
Well, I don't see it can do any harm.
Oh, very well, then I'll take you there now. But I can assure you they're perfectly safe.
Who are you people?
I've told you before to be quiet.
Where are you going? Where are you taking them?
Shut up.
But if you take them out of here, they'll die. You must stop.
I'll take them out to the others. You two go back by the direct route when you've finished here.
No!
You two ride with them. They won't hurt you. You've got guns, haven't you?
Do you know the furnace, sir?
Oh, yes, it's over there.
Unit control.
Perfectly safe, were they?
This is a yellow alert.
I don't understand it. Who would have done this?
Doctor, look at this. These seem to be the radiation records of the missing astronauts. Over 2 million rads. They couldn't possibly have survived that amount.